What up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.A. Smith. You already know what it is, best sports analyst, not on ESPN. And we back. And as you can see, it's four of us. So as you can see, another week in the books, people. Round of applause. If we had a round of applause sound effects, insert it now. What's
No,
going
we
on,
got.
folks?
I got all type of sound.
Not too
Hilarious.
much clapping, though. Not too much clapping.
All right, fellas. What's going on? How y'all doing?
What's happening?
Hey, man.
Chilling,
What's up?
chilling, chilling. Okay, so I know we wanted to talk about the playoffs and all that. I actually have a question. I got a question for the group. At what point? Well, how can I'm just gonna give you the scenario. I have a friend. We have a friend who, for the last I say 4 months now, this season, all of a sudden, every Sunday, all you see in the chat is "Go Rams," and I've known this individual. I'm 42. I've known this individual since I was Drew. Would you say 18, 19?
It was
Drew, are
about
you
right.
on the podcast? Okay, all right, there we
Nigga
go.
said, "Are you on the podcast?"
All right. So that's 20 plus years. And I
Uh-huh.
don't think I have ever in my life, as much as we are into sports, so you know we
Mm-hmm.
sports people. So we talk about sports. This ain't new.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about sports forever. I ain't never one time heard this
Never heard
man.
him say Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley, I ain't heard him say Torrey Holt, Isaac Keem, Isaac Bruce. And
None of
then
them.
he
Kurt Warner, at
says
least. Come on, Kurt Warner.
I've never heard. I've never actually heard him speak of an NFL team. And here's how I know you can't just say maybe he don't. He played football in college when I met him. So he's a football guy that apparently has been this diehard Rams fan since Marshall Falk, based on. And I call BS on the Marshall Falk thing because who don't know Marshall Falk? That really wasn't, you know.
That's funny.
Do you have so my question is based on the scenario, do you
Mm-hmm.
have the ability, and they hot right now, to reject the fandom of another person?
No, you don't.
Or at least Polo, can I at least finish my question?
No, you can't. That man
Or
has the right to want and
no,
root for whoever the
no, no,
hell
no,
he
no.
wants to.
See, and that's why finishing the question is very important. Finish- Finishing the question is important. Do you, when I say
My
reject the
bad.
fandom, the
Oh,
level of
man.
fandom in which he is trying to accept is it takes years of you've been rocking with this team. And you can't come in and say now I'm die hard. You can't
So
use
now
words
he's
like die
die
hard,
hard. Oh, wow.
us, and we've been in the trenches. You can't. So maybe reject fanhood. You always welcome to join a fan club. But you
So you're
can't
saying there's
join and
levels.
not you can't join and not say you a card carrier. You a gold member and this your first day. So maybe I didn't ask the question correctly, but I feel like there's a flag that needs to be thrown here, and I'm
Hmm.
bringing it to the podcast because I just it don't sit well with my soul. And because and Harold, the reason Harold, because you got you've been suffering with those Raiders, Marcus.
Well, suffering is kind of
It's a bit
strong, you
up
know.
and down, up and down. You've had some
That's
tough
hilarious.
years. You stuck it out. You stuck it out. Drew, Drew. All right. You know what I'm saying? You've been saying you know you've been
This shit didn't work out the way he thought it was, ain't
Yeah,
it?
right. Ran into a dead end just now.
I started to say something, but I knew he had to get to Drew. I started to say something when he was like, "You've been up and down." I
I
started to
didn't but
say
see
some
that
shit.
wasn't disrespect because I was gonna be last and I was
I was
like
waiting
y'all
on
know
it.
about my books. We suck for 10 years. We suck for 10 years, win a Super Bowl, then suck for another 10 years. That's our MO.
Mm.
So but we have been in the trenches, is my point. That was not a shot to anybody's
I got you. I
fan
got you.
base.
Well,
But I
can
give it
I
to
ask a follow up
you.
question to clarify?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like number one, I feel you're right, but here's the thing with that, and
Okay.
this is the question I have.
I'm open.
Oh, Pause.
Pause. Yeah.
Jesus. Definitely didn't need to know that. But
Carry on.
let me ask you something. Is it bothering you now because they're in the play? And I want you to be honest about this.
Absolutely.
If okay, but then
No,
that's
no,
where
no,
you.
no. I'm absolutely would be honest. No, 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 no.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
absolutely don't.
Is it bothering you more that he's cheering for the Rams and they're still in the
Yo, I
playoffs
swear
and
I
they got
thought
a
that
really
was his
good
answer.
chance?
I thought that was your answer.
Yeah, I thought it was his
Absolutely.
answer too. I thought it was his
That
That's
answer
was
why
too.
I
funny.
clarified. I
That
know it
was a,
sounded like it was.
Yeah,
But
and
it
you got to be honest about the
I
situation,
will.
Twan.
I
Because
will. I will. I
if he
will.
was screaming it in a regular season and it didn't bother you, the only reason it's bothering you now is because me, you, and Harold ain't got no dog in the fight,
We
and
don't.
that's
We
why
don't.
it
We
seems like
don't.
it's over the
No.
top.
Okay, and I'm open. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all. I don't know. I'm not
He's saying
sure.
you open.
I'm not sure. I don't. We don't have to continue that part.
I'm saying that shit.
All right,
Yeah, kind of.
but I
oh
don't
man.
mind. It don't. It bothers me because throughout the regular season, and it just be go Rams, and it don't never be nothing
Oh.
else.
That's all
Mm.
he
And
said. He
it's
don't say
like,
nothing
and
else.
even in the regular season, I be
Okay.
and Drew,
Okay.
correct me if I'm wrong. I've questioned it before throughout the season, not
Yeah.
as deep.
So it wasn't even on the level where I'm
No,
like hitting
bro. If
y'all
the
with the
Rams game is on
okay.
and they win, you'll see in the text, "Go
Go
Rams."
Rams. That's it.
If
Okay.
Excuse
they
me.
Okay.
lose, you're not gonna see nothing. There's no commentary during the game. There's
Okay.
no. I ain't seen this boy wear blue and yellow in my life.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well, you
it's not
can't.
necessarily that they're winning. It's just like the stuff
Nah, I
that we
feel
kid Drew about. We kid Drew about just jumping on the Patriots coattail. It's a half kid, but this
yeah.
is the
I accept it.
epitome of that.
Okay. Okay.
And I want to bring it up now because just in case these dudes going to win a Super Bowl, I don't want to bring it up after the Super Bowl because then it just sounds crazy. So that's
Okay.
all.
Well,
So
see, what you got to do is people like that. You know what I mean? Like
That's right.
you can't. It's not a lot you can say right now.
Okay.
You're a purist as far as when it comes down to being a fan, and I don't mean that in any type of
No,
negative
no.
way. You know what I
I
mean? Like
accept
you're a purist. You know what I'm
it.
saying? Like you've been a Laker fan since I've known you. You've been a Bucks fan since I've known you. You've been a Florida State fan since I've known you. I've never seen you switch up.
Right.
So if somebody switches up, like some people on the pod are currently trying to do, you know what I mean? Like you can't
Drew?
really respect it now. And this is where it's different
Listen,
levels because if this person that we're discussing on the pod
it's my hero.
switches up,
This
we
hypothetical,
kind of we kind
right?
of gotta respect it. We kind of
Because
gotta respect it
because
because
at
he
the
stuck it
switch up,
out.
they were low.
Yeah, he stuck it out. He
They
stuck it
were
out.
low.
Yeah,
They weren't really hitting on this
yeah,
alleged person. I feel
yeah,
you on
I thought
that.
we
I
yeah.
didn't
got
say
He
his
he
you.
name.
stuck it out. He didn't go to a front running team.
Y'all want to say his
So you're
name?
right. There is an element of they're
No.
winning. They're winning, Marcus. There's an element of that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But see,
We
but see,
feeling
Twan,
on that
I feel like as much of an asshole as you are,
a little bit.
you do not approach this the right way. Like what I would have been waiting for is I wouldn't be saying a word. I would just wait
Okay.
for the Rams to lose. I would wait, and if
Okay.
they don't lose, this year ain't your time to get them. And
Oh.
when they lose,
Okay.
oh, I got to treat you like a purist. Then
Oh,
now,
they're gonna lose.
every day for a week straight, you getting random text messages. Every day. No, they're not gonna lose. They actually are going to the Super Bowl.
They're
But I'm
pretty
just
good.
saying, yeah,
And the
they
Eagles just
are.
lost. The Eagles just
Yeah.
lost. So that was we'll get to
Mm,
that.
Well, I mean,
so
and we
Yeah.
can, and
Okay.
I'll let everybody else
Okay.
answer. You know what I mean? But
I
I
get
do
so
what you
want to
they're
point out,
a LA Ram fan.
yeah, I do want to point out real quick though. If you check out the front office podcast, I'm currently 4-0 on Wild Card Weekend. Just so we clear, you know what I'm saying? Just so we clear, 4-0
Mm, mm.
nice.
going into tonight's game.
What are you,
Nice.
Drew?
Who you got tonight? Well, no, we'll get to that. Then we'll get to that.
I like the Patriots. I
Patriots
like the
night.
Patriots,
Yeah,
man.
I think that's a
you
pretty
should.
good.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
good
an easy
choice.
pick. That's an easy pick.
I don't know about easy, but that's the right pick.
Who's
Uh
next?
oh.
Anybody else?
Uh oh.
Anybody else? Anybody else
Well,
got any advice for me? This
just
y'all know
you
I
just
don't.
went
I don't
4-1.
anybody
Nah,
else got some
hey,
advice for me? I'm open to be wrong.
no. Hey, look,
Change my
I
statement.
see. I actually see both sides. I see like what Polo said as far as you can't question the fanhood. Hey, if you're a fan, you're a fan. But I also see what you're saying as far as is levels. Like that 0 to 100 is like whoa.
Bro, I ain't never heard you say nothing about St.
Yeah.
Louis.
It's
St. Louis.
alarming. It's alarming
Yeah.
to say the least. It's alarming.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
talking about
it
horse for
raises a red
sport.
flag.
St. Louis. You ain't bring up none of like this is where you're okay. We can carry
Yeah.
on. It's a pet peeve of mine. Do
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have any
I
final
go with
thoughts?
that. I rock with that.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. All right. Y'all been watching football this weekend, man? First
Come
of
on,
all,
man.
before we get to the NFL, man, shout out to the Hurricanes, man. Shout out to the
Okay.
Hurricanes. That was a good game.
Yeah, it
That was a
was.
good game. I gotta give Florida love when Florida do. And let me tell you how I feel about the Hurricanes because I see you looking at me crazy. I am a diehard Florida State fan. This ain't no switch
I
up.
can't tell.
This ain't
I
a switch
can't
up.
tell.
This is not a
Hey,
switch up.
that
I
This
level,
can't
and
tell.
look,
Jayden. Hey, that
this
level.
is, can I tell
Hey.
you? This is my.
Levels.
No.
Right.
It don't get no. It don't get no deeper. I was born into this, but no. But straight up. This is my relationship to the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes for me, they're not a rival that I want to just see lose all the time. It's one of those. I want to just make sure we win the state championship, and I want the state championship to mean something, right? You remember now, Marcus? Correct me if I'm wrong. You remember when the state championship meant something,
Absolutely.
and
Usually
for
it
those
means
of you who
that's who
don't
going to
know,
the national championship. Usually.
Florida State and Miami, I don't even know if they still do play each other every year. No
Yeah, they
matter
do.
what the schedule, they play each other every year, and it's a state championship. And nobody really cares who's won the state championship lately because it's just been trash. So if Miami's trash, now Florida I feel a little different about. I don't really like them much at all, so they can lose. But that's how I feel about the Hurricanes. So when I see
I
them
think
win,
Florida's
unless
been
they play
replaced
Florida
by
State,
South Florida. Carry on.
USF.
Damn.
It.
Really?
I
I
mean
mean,
USF
the
program,
Gators aren't the Gators anymore. So carry
I
on.
mean, yeah, they having some down years, man.
but they
But
still the Gators though. South Florida's never going to be.
South Florida is crazy.
When you go to
Florida
Central,
International.
when you
Oh
pass
no.
when you pass Jacksonville, let me tell you something. When you pass Jacksonville
Yeah.
until you get to Broward County, that's gay.
Mm-hmm.
That's Gator country.
Mm-hmm.
Be
Mm-hmm.
perfectly honest with you. Anyway, man, y'all watch football this weekend. Did y'all check out? Oh, Harold, I'll let you start it off. I'm gonna give you this. This is about as much fanhood respect I'm gonna be able to give you on this transition you're trying to make. But
Well, I don't under.
we'll start with the Rams. The Rams beat the Panthers 34-31, and I'll be 100. I
Well,
did
hold on,
not
hold on,
expect.
hold on. Before we go there,
Go ahead.
real quick, just wanted to, because we talked about Miami, but I just wanted to make sure that
Great
you
clock.
know, as far as this transition, I don't know what you're talking about. I just wanted to make sure you
I
fellas were
see the
able to
hat you
check
got
out.
on. I
I
see the
just
hat. I
wanted
was
to make
going
sure
to
you
ask you
fellas
about
were
the
able to
hat.
check out my quarterback. See if you saw my quarterback Friday night.
Oh,
Did you see my quarterback Friday
talking
night?
about Mendoza.
Yes, sir.
It might have been your coach and your quarterback. I heard some
Hey, I
reports.
don't know, but I know I saw
boy,
my quarterback.
boy, you want him?
Hey, man, look, I
You
want Drew
want
right
him?
now. It don't
You
matter. I'll
sure?
take Drew. I'll
You
take Drew
sure you
right
want
now.
him?
So right now on this episode, you're a Raiders
I
fan.
don't.
Are we saying that?
What you saying?
I'm
Always
asking
been,
you.
man.
I just want clarity.
Always been. Always
Okay.
been.
All right, cool. I'm just making sure that we are on the
I
same
can't. I
page.
can't. I can't. I've been trying to break up for 20 years, bro. I can't do it. I don't know
Listen, man,
how.
it's hard. It's hard.
You
I
gotta
don't
cheat
know how.
on
It's levels. It's levels, man. I'm,
It's
I'm
tough.
on. I'm on
him.
extreme level.
You
But
gotta cheat on
as
and get
far
caught.
as Rams and Carolina, man.
Let me ask you. Let me no. It's because we're not going to do any game analysis. That's boring. Everybody else does that. I
Mhm.
want to ask you this: do you think, and don't, and answer this question not based on just this season or yesterday. Do you think the Panthers have officially found their franchise quarterback? That's what I want you to answer.
Um.
As a reminder, they were 8-9 this year. Not saying that
Mhm.
disrespectfully. My team was 8-9 as well, and we didn't make the playoffs. I'm just saying they were 8-9, and so
That's that's tough, man. I always, even
I
coming
try
out
to
the
ask some
draft,
questions.
even out of Bama, man, I always just thought Bryce Young was undersized.
You know I don't
So
like small quarterbacks, so I feel you.
so I just for me, and I know they have Hall of Famers like Breeze and all that, but franchise. I think as long as they're running the ball, he's it.
Is
But
that
I
what you want to say
think
about your franchise quarterback, though?
and that's what I'm saying. As long as they have that running game, but that's not a lot to say. Hey,
That's a lot of confidence.
my quarterback is gonna sit back here in the pocket and pick you apart. I don't feel that. I don't feel that. I don't
Don't
I
sound
don't
don't
feel
sound
that.
like a
I
franchise
was about to
quarterback.
say, don't.
Nah, nah.
I'm not confident in what you just said. Marcus, what you
Yeah,
got? You
I
got
think
to.
he. I think they found their guy for now. I don't think they need to go and draft anybody. I don't think they need to
yeah.
waste any draft picks. If
Right.
I'm the Panthers, I'm probably solidifying and making sure I got a solid backup. Um,
I
maybe
think
even two. But I wouldn't be wasting draft picks on my quarterback because your quarterback got you to the playoffs this year.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
quarterback didn't lose the playoffs for you. I thought he went up against the best team in the NFC besides the Seattle Seahawks. To be honest
I
with
Right.
you,
I
and
think
he
their
went toe
bigger
to toe.
issue is
So
wide receiver depth.
let me ask you a
Yeah,
question.
yeah. I
Oh,
think wide receiver depth. I think they're missing a tight end.
They don't have a tight end at
A,
all.
Yeah.
a, a solid tight end. I agree with Harold. Yeah,
So
I
you
agree with
bring
Harold.
you bring that in, bro. Like he's gonna look better.
so he is.
So
Yeah,
He is. He could. Okay, Drew.
yeah. He could
hmm
turn into that. I think he could turn into that. I don't think
yeah,
he's that right now, though. I don't think he's
right.
that right now.
What was the Panthers' record last year, Harold? I know you know.
Um,
They won like two or
like
three games
six
last year.
and whatever, or
They
seven
didn't
and
win no six
whatever.
games last year. No, they
Yeah,
didn't.
well,
Was
shit.
it two or
I think they
three?
only won like three.
They
They
didn't
won
go
like
to
two or
So,
three
six.
games.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you a little bit of a different.
He said 6 or
I'm gonna ask
7.
you. I'm
Mm.
gonna ask you a little bit of a different question.
Hey man, look,
So Drew, let me ask you a question.
everybody's
He's been in the league 3 years,
Right.
mostly downs, right? And this is me giving facts. This is not. I don't even because I honestly don't. I don't have an answer.
Right.
But the division being easily winnable division, one could say this: the Atlanta Falcons look like they're on the way up. Tampa Bay, to me, had a down season. They figured this coaching thing out. Talent wise, that team should be more than an 8-win team next year. 8 wins is not going to win the NFC South next year. Is my point. Is he capable of getting this team to double? Do you think Bryce Young, Drew, is capable of getting this team to double-digit wins consistently?
In this division, yes. And I only say that because, again, I think if you get him a decent receiver and a decent tight end, they can run the hell out of the ball. And to Marcus and Harold's point, Bryce didn't lose that game. Bryce kept him in the game the entire game. Bryce made some incredible
No,
throws.
no, no.
Bri-
Yeah, this wasn't
Yeah, no,
actually him. Him. The reason I'm asking the question is because he had
yeah.
a great game. No, no, respect. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
No, I think he had a good season, to be honest. I think coming off the last two seasons, what he did this year is very impressive. Because again, I picked him at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of the season to win less than 8 games. So again, I think I don't know if he's a franchise
You
quarterback.
was
I
one
think
off. You,
yeah, I think he deserves to be the
you had a
starter.
good. I mean, it was a good prediction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hmm
Okay,
hmm
okay.
I think he
So
I
deserves
like
to
the way you
start.
said
that's a
that.
different question. Okay, so let's delve into that a little bit then, because I actually agree with that. I think that's what I agree with.
Right.
The reason I say that because if you can't consistently get me to 10 wins, I don't know if I can call you a franchise quarterback. I think it's too
Yeah.
soon. I don't have. I haven't seen enough from him to give him that, but I do think he deserves to be the starter. And I think the difference in that is, Marcus. The only thing I disagree with you is, I think I might start. I might bring in somebody that I trust to run the offense just in case I need. He don't. Whether that look like a vet, whether that's one of those older veterans that's not, you know what I mean, or if that's a young, whatever. I don't necessarily go into next season as bright with Bryce Young as my. It's either Bryce Young or bust. You doing
That's
that?
what I said. I said bring in a backup.
I
Mm-hmm.
thought you said don't bring up a
No.
don't
No. I
draft
said
a
yeah.
quarterback.
I said
Yeah,
you need.
bring in
I
one.
feel like you need to
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
in a steady somebody
Okay.
that you know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like
Mm-hmm.
can if
Facts.
he
Okay.
and I'm saying that for injury purposes. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bryce Young is very small, and you know what I mean. Like you
Mm-hmm.
need somebody to tie you over a few games, like kind of like the Green Bay situation with Willis. He's not a vet, but he was good enough to get Green Bay a few wins, keep them in the playoff run until
Yeah,
they.
you
You
remember?
know.
You remember when Dalton came in and got him a couple wins?
Yeah. Andy Dalton is a great backup to Twan's point. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good guy.
Cool.
That's a great backup.
That's a
I
good
don't
one.
want to jump from
All right.
Bryce,
For sure. For
but
sure. For sure.
I want to touch on something real quick if you don't mind, Twan.
Jump. You just talking.
Since you brought up Green Bay,
You
I think
kind
the
of
same
you
question.
robot.
Oh, is it better? No.
Okay, you good. Go ahead. Go ahead. You kind of clear. For a second it was. I just want to make
I,
sure you good. Go ahead.
I want to have the same conversation about Jordan Love.
Mm.
Is he worth it anymore?
Huh?
Jordan Love is been a
Yeah,
letdown the last
Mm.
he
three
is.
years, if you ask me.
Yeah. Can I
I
ask
don't
you a
know.
question? It'll let
Absolutely.
down in what way?
Oh,
Jordan Love is
Can
not
okay.
I
showing
ask?
up in the. You can't do that, Marcus. You got me looking up. Okay.
I don't know what
Um,
I'm
happened,
sorry.
but the
My fault.
Chargers celebrate.
My
because he's
fault.
and
My
Marcus TV
fault.
faster
It's
than
a
everybody
turnover.
else.
No, it's
I,
not. I saw it too.
I'm about to say usually mine is slower, so that's why I reacted the way I did. My
Oh,
fault.
I'm sorry.
My
Well,
fault.
I
you're,
told you, don't sleep on the
This time what
Chargers.
we'll do is we'll do everybody pause their TV next time we do this, and then we'll just hit play at the same time.
but
All
no,
right, but yeah,
I
Drew.
say that
But what I'm saying is, okay, cool. But
to me, and again,
in what way specifically was he a letdown?
the last 3 years, to me, he hasn't shown up. Like he's lost. He hasn't shown up in the big game the last 3 years. This nigga threw. Josh Jacobs didn't. So I'm not gonna put it all on him, but Josh
He
Jacobs
did.
didn't do anything. The Packers absolutely played horrible. The coach didn't coach well. You cannot go up that big and then revert to what didn't get you up that big. I hate when teams go up by 2 scores and run the ball on every play, then throw it on third down. Like you have to throw it on third down. Now you that's to me that's stupid. The coach let Green Bay
Mm-hmm.
down. Jordan Love didn't show up at the end of the game. Josh Jacobs Josh Jacobs had what was it? I think 45 passing. I mean 45 rushing yards the entire game. They just and again I know they went up against a decent well I don't say decent a good Bears defense, but they gave the game away. So Jordan Love to me over the last 3 years has just not
All right,
shown up in the big game.
So I'm gonna give you some season stats for Jordan Love. And
Go
did
for
he
it, my
he
brother.
didn't play all the games this year. How many games did he ended up playing?
He didn't play all last year either.
And if
I can
anybody
pull it
could
up for
check
you
that
one
while
second.
we move.
I got you.
No, well, 3381 in passing yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's not bad. A 66.3 completion percentage, passer rating is 101.2, had almost 200 rushing yards, and he played 15 games. So he minus 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And you want him to get rid of him?
No, I didn't say get rid of him. I don't think you get rid of. No, I didn't say get rid of Bryce. I'm saying is he the answer for Green Bay? Again, stats were great, right? Really good stats.
Mm.
In the big game, what does he do? Mark, like he itching to say something.
Okay, I hear you. I'll
Yeah, I
raise
don't want
you.
to interrupt. I don't want to
No,
interrupt.
mine's gonna be very short. I'll give you that. I raise you Peyton Manning. I'm not saying he's Peyton Manning, but for the first half decade of Peyton Manning career, it's the exact same thing we were saying about him. But you go ahead, Marcus. That's all I want to say.
Um,
I
I
don't.
ain't
I
gonna lie.
don't.
I
I
have a
don't
different
watch him enough.
perspective, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'm lost on this, but I've seen Jordan Love turn into elite in the playoffs,
Yes.
bro. Like he was elite like yesterday. Like the reason why they lost that game, and I agree with you on this. And I like Matt LaFleur as a coach. I do think he's a good coach, but I think
Yes.
it was bad decisions. I thought Drew was right about not running the ball. I thought not bleeding the clock wasn't a smart idea. But I don't think any of that is on Jordan Love, bro. Like I'm gonna be real with you. And Mike, they were up by 18 without their best defender on the field. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I now me personally, that plays a part when a team is coming back and you don't have that guy that can shut them down. But as far as Jordan Love, like I have more of a problem with Jordan Love during the regular season than I do in the playoffs. In the playoffs, I absolutely trust him. I trust him, bro. I've just
They
seen him.
dropped 27.
Yeah, I've seen him. You remember that year he went up to Dallas, man, and they beat Dallas, bro. Like,
But that
Yeah.
27
I
wasn't Jordan
mean,
Love. That 27 is a
Jordan
defense.
Love.
I mean, no, he
But let me
played
ask you a
great the
question
first
though.
quarter. He played great the first quarter. Go ahead.
Did you bet on the game?
What?
No,
Yes,
No,
he did.
no.
Yes, he did.
I
Go
didn't bet
ahead.
on. I don't bet on teams
Go ahead,
anymore. I bet on
Harold. I
players.
don't have anything.
Jordan Love didn't let me down. Josh Jacobs let me down. And
Did
I'll
you
touch
bet?
on that in a minute. I'll touch on Josh Jacobs in a minute.
You have a
I
disdain for the Packers. You have a
listen.
disdain for the
I needed
Packers right
5
now.
more
I
rushing
got you.
yards.
Harold, you got it. I knew it was something. I knew
Well,
somebody.
I can't say I'm upset about that. He let me down too. So
Josh,
so guess what?
You
are
should
you
be mad
talking?
at your organization for that.
I was about to say
Yeah.
that's a different kind of letdown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
With Jordan Love though, Jordan Love, I feel that and I'll be honest, I'll be 100%. Like I don't watch him um a whole lot, especially not as much as Marcus is in the division. That's a
Right.
division quarterback. So I
Yeah.
don't watch Jordan Love that much. I feel like he got better, but I feel like pieces around him got got better.
Yeah.
But it is weird. Like when you said it, I definitely agree. You don't hear him. For me, I don't hear him through the year, but come playoff time, all of a sudden now it's the Jordan Love show.
Can I tell you
So
what? Can I tell you what you're not
so
gonna do? Find a quarterback better than Jordan Love
yeah, so like I
that you
start hearing
that you
Jordan
can
Love
get.
around the
Oh, that you can
playoffs
get.
and
Okay, I
stuff.
got you.
So
That you can
it's
get.
Yeah,
I
kind
I'm
of
about to
got
say
you.
weird.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that you can get.
Yeah,
Like
that
you
you can
can't
get.
go
Yeah.
get
Who's
Patrick
available?
Mahomes. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
go
Who's
get Josh
available?
Allen.
I got what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
You
Who's
can.
available?
Yeah.
Or even that. Like who are you gonna?
You can get
The
Lamar right now.
Mm.
Because I'm gonna
okay,
be honest.
okay. Let's do it. Let's do
Before
it.
you do that,
Let's do it.
I
Let's
put
do
up
it.
his playoff.
Who
You
said?
can get
Hold
Lamar.
on, hold on a second.
Who said? No, no,
I
no. I'm not doing a one. I'm not doing a 1v1. So calm down, sir. Calm down.
I
It's
didn't.
not
I
a
just
one v
Ain't
one. You
nobody
it's not a
messing
one
with
v one. It's
you
not a
got
one
real
v one.
excited.
ain't
You
nobody
got real
No,
talking
I
excited.
about
didn't.
Drake.
No,
Calm down.
let me say
You
this
got
real
real
quick.
excited.
No, Marcus and Harold brought up the playoff stuff,
Go
right?
ahead.
Let's address his playoff stats.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 2013. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
go ahead.
2013. 2023. He lost in the divisional round. 194,
Uh-huh.
2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not great stats. Last year, lost a wild card game.
22. That was his first year starting.
No, no,
Hold on,
no,
hold on.
not
Time
20.
out. Wasn't
I
that
said
his first year
23.
starting?
23. What happened?
What was his first year starting?
Oh, I'm not gonna pull it
What
up
was his?
for you.
Wasn't
I
that
don't have
around? He
that.
ain't even starting for 3 years. Really.
I'm just giving you
Okay, go
playoff
ahead.
stats,
Continue.
brother.
Continue. He ain't even
23
starting that
lost.
long. Go
23
ahead.
lost. He lost the divisional round. 194 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not great stats, but whatever. Last year, lost a wild card.
Yeah.
Fisher lost in a wild card. I don't see the whole playoff Jordan Love.
Hold on. What was his stats last year? Here's
It
the
doesn't get.
difference. Okay. Okay. I know you're a stat guy. I know you're a
Go
stat
ahead.
guy. The
Yeah,
only thing
yeah, and
you have if you watch the games, there's a totally different story. Because
yeah, it's like
I've seen Jordan Love go on. They gotta have the drives in the playoffs. I've seen him. They got to go get a touchdown on this drive in the playoffs multiple times. So I get the stats thing. So I'm not gonna try to argue that, but
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
necessarily. The stats don't always paint the picture. Here's what the question I was gonna ask though, because Marcus said they can get Packers can get Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, head up. We understand the money. We not doing the money right now. Who says no? Drew, you on mute.
Yeah,
In
I was
case you did
clicking.
not.
You talking about keeping one or the other?
Swap. Who says no in that trade?
Well, I hope Baltimore says no because I damn sure don't want Lamar coming to my division unless he wearing purple. But if I'm Green Bay,
Outside of your personal ties.
yeah.
Outside of personal
But
ties.
no,
I don't necessarily think if I'm either team I would do that trade, but who says no?
I mean, it
It's
just
kind of
depends on who
weird.
Baltimore brings in the coach. If it's a
Yeah,
coach that wants to completely change what's going on, and they come
right.
in with a vision and say, "Look, Lamar's great, but I want to bring my people in here. What can we get for him?" you kind of got to explore the options.
Well, let's do this, Marcus. Let's make it easy.
So I,
Both players, if you go there, the offense is gonna work for you. Let's put it in this hypothetical box. Everything's gonna work on either side. This is
hypothetically,
just man to
I
man. The
I
current
think Jordan.
the
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
current organization and hold on. I'm just saying the current organization and rosters just swap quarterbacks and just pretend the offenses will work no matter what. The offenses
I
will be fine. I just want to know who says no in that trade. Go ahead, Drew.
I think Jordan Love would fit better in Baltimore than Lamar would fit in Green Bay because I think that Baltimore
How?
has
I think
how because Lamar's not a pocket quarterback. We gonna
I
go with
think
Green Bay to
opposite.
run the ball.
Lamar is a pocket quarterback. Actually,
Oh, okay.
he's
He's
a
proven
pocket
that.
first quarterback.
No, he's not. He's a run first quarterback.
No, no, no. If you
They
pay
try to
attention,
they
no, no.
try
If
to
you pay
make him a
attention,
pocket.
no, no,
They
no.
try to
He's
make
not.
him a
He's not.
pocket quarterback.
He's,
Okay, we'll agree to disagree on that.
if you pay attention,
Hmm.
well, I didn't even finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
Like, what are you
Go ahead.
disagreeing with? You ain't
Hey,
say like say nothing.
we'll
We'll
agree to
agree to
disagree.
disagree on that because you're gonna explain
No,
You
why
ain't
he's a
even
I'm
pocket
let
saying
me get
quarterback.
in
if
there
Go
you
ahead.
speak,
if
Hey,
man.
you
Drew.
pay attention,
Hey,
no, no, but
Drew
if you
one,
pay
Twan 0.
Yeah.
if you pay attention to Lamar Jackson, and if you a lot of analysts say the same. Before he runs, even when he's scrambling, he's looking to throw the ball. So yeah, he runs with athletic. I think Lamar Jackson could be a pocket passer. I think the Baltimore Ravens force him not being a pocket passer based on what they put around him. But that's all
See,
I
I
want to say.
think the opposite. I think they
Okay.
started losing. I think they started winning less games when they made him a pocket quarterback. I think they're making him a run first quarterback. They have too many design runs, in my opinion. When he actually would run occasionally and throw the ball, I think they were
Agreed.
winning more games. I feel like they're making him a run first quarterback, and they won more games when he wasn't.
So going back
Because
to your original statement, to
go ahead.
get back on it, how do you? Because I actually feel the opposite. So I want to hear how do you feel that the other person fits better on the other? I don't. I want to hear that.
I feel like Green Bay has really good
So you
receivers.
say Jordan Love fits better in Baltimore,
I feel like he would fit better.
right?
I feel like Green Bay has really good receivers. I don't feel like Lamar Jackson is that quarterback for those receivers. If you look at the throws, again, Jordan Love had an incredible first half. The throws to me, Jordan Love made yesterday in that first half, Lamar Jackson could not make. Personal opinion.
So let me ask you this question
Go
because
for it.
I think either one of them would do better with better receivers. Can it just be that Baltimore just has bad receivers, and it's not necessarily that? I don't think Jordan Love will fit well with that team either because he needs weapons.
I don't think they have bad receivers. I
Because
think they
he is a
have.
pocket passer, regardless of the debate on Lamar.
I don't think either team has great receivers. I think Green Bay has good receivers. I don't think the Ravens have bad receivers. I just think that Lamar
Well,
Jackson
Green
is
Bay's
not that
receivers
quarterback.
are but they're far and away better than. But Green Bay's receivers are far and away better than Baltimore's. It's not
I
even.
I feel like Jordan
You
Love has
agree? Do we
made
agree
them
on that?
really good receivers. Dobbs, if you look at what was it Dobbs, how do you say his name? He before the season, who was talking about him?
Dobbs.
Dobbs, I
Romeo
think.
Dobbs.
Yeah, who was talking about Romeo Dobbs before the season?
It doesn't really
Mm-hmm.
matter.
No, I'm just saying.
It's about Christian Watson. No more. He got some talent out there
Christian
now.
Washington had Aaron Rodgers. Again, I feel like, and again, he was good at Rodgers. I'm saying they were not. He wasn't even the first option with Aaron Rodgers.
Christian
I'm
Watson didn't
saying
have Aaron Rodgers.
who do you have? Who do you have?
How long has Christian Watson been in the league?
He's been
Go
there
ahead.
for a
Continue
while.
your point.
But my point is, these receivers that are getting off now with Jordan Love were there
They.
before. We have,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just saying those
Yeah,
names
I
were
was just
not
about to
being.
say that. I was just about to say
Go ahead.
Green Bay had the receivers before they had the quarterback.
Absolutely. So
When Jordan Love was coming in, Green Bay had the receivers already.
He got drafted in 2022. So I don't know. He may have had Rodgers for a year
I
then.
think he had him.
Yeah,
But
I
my point is,
disagree. I
which part?
I don't. Yeah, I think they got way better receivers. Go ahead, Marcus.
no. Go ahead, finish, Drew. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was pretty much done.
Oh, I. Oh, okay. I disagree because, and not because of your premise. Based on the information that you have, I think you're absolutely correct. But the problem is we haven't given Lamar Jackson the number one receiver
Exactly.
ever.
Right.
Like,
Never.
I don't ever remember a number
And
one. Like, I don't want to hear the Hollywood Brown shit. I don't want to
Rashard
hear
Bateman never
Hopkins.
came through.
His
Zay
number one
Then
receiver
Flowers.
right now is Zay Flowers, who is a good player, but he's the equivalent of the guy on Green Bay, number 11, the little guy, Jayden Reed.
yeah,
Like,
Reed.
he's literally, that's his number one. That's his number
Mm-hmm.
one guy. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't. I think, and again, personal opinion. If I'm a head coach and I got Lamar Jackson, yeah, I want to keep you healthy, bro, but I'm absolutely not trying to turn you into a pocket passer, bro. Like, you are faster than any human being I've ever seen play football. I'm not going to not allow you to use that. That is
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. Like, that's just good.
Mm-hmm.
That's like back in the day when Randall Cunningham could make all those special plays and you got those old minded coaches like, oh, he can't be a starter because he can't stay in the pocket. And if they would have understood what was really going on with Randall Cunningham, then the Eagles would have won the Super Bowl back then, and if they would have actually built around him. But that wasn't the narrative of the league. The narrative of the league was this: stay in the pocket. I need
Mm-hmm.
this guy. Like, Steve Young actually is the one who really kind of changed the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because you go from a Joe Montana to a guy like Steve Young who can actually run the ball. Now, he's not Lamar Jackson, but
But he
Steve
definitely
Young
can
can
run the quarterback.
scramble, and he couldn't even scramble as good as Randall Cunningham. So I think when you take a guy like Lamar Jackson and you put him over there in, just as an
Mm-hmm.
example, in Green Bay, you give him a Christian Watson. Like, you,
Dog.
if you give him Christian Watson, bro,
Dog.
I'm sorry. And you got Michael Parsons on the other side of the ball, and it's in Green Bay, and you got to come up there when it's cold, bro. That's not
I
the same
100,
thing.
I
That's
100%
not the
agree with
same thing.
Marcus. I think the
Yeah, that.
issue is we're
Imagine
great.
him
Real
cutting
quick.
on snow.
The problem that Baltimore they require Lamar Jackson to be Superman every day
Mm-hmm.
versus surrounding him with talent and allowing him to be Superman when Superman was needed. And they
Can you
Mm-hmm.
never.
incorporate something in your
I
response, Juan?
1,000% agree with Marcus. Of course he.
Yeah.
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
well, let me just say this last sentence. Of
Yeah, go ahead.
course he's going to do better in the Green Bay because in Green Bay he has much better weapons. But I don't think Jordan Love would do anything half of what Lamar Jackson could do in Baltimore. That's all I want to say.
Nah,
Well,
I
okay.
disagree with you on that as well,
No,
Twan. But
and
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna
Well,
say why I
okay.
disagree with that. So no, I agree with you and Marcus's point. I feel like the way the Ravens are constructed currently, um, Jordan Love would do better. And here's why. I feel like based on Marcus's response, and I agree with that. Do you think Little Hands Henry is redundant in Baltimore? Because if you're gonna have a pocket quarterback, you're gonna have that running back that you're not gonna utilize that like that. Is it a redundancy to have that in Baltimore? I want you to respond to that.
It's only
No,
a redundancy if your offense does it. It's not a redundancy based on the offense that they were running because the offense it's very similar to what not the offenses per se, but it's the same concept when you had Cam Newton and Christian McCaffrey. You can continue when you have that dominant of a even Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley to the same extent. What that does is when you have that threat, you basically have two running backs in the backfield. And so now the defense has to account for both. Now there's offenses that you can run to highlight that. Now Baltimore, you can have a conversation of whether they're doing that correctly or not.
That's the real
But
question.
no, it's not
That's
a redundancy at all.
but
That's a
that's the real
great
question.
running back. That's a great running back to have.
I got you, but that's the real question, Twan. I'm sorry. So based on the offenses that they're running, is it a redundancy? Because if you look at the stats, when Lamar is there, they don't run
Well,
Little Hands
that's it.
Henry. But I got you. I'm saying just based on what the schemes are running. When Lamar is there, they don't run Little Hands Henry. The game they just lost, he got 2 touches in the second half. I think they said, or 2 or 3 touches in the second half. How?
Which is why John Harbaugh not there no more. Which is part
Which is
part of the reason why.
why it's the coaching.
Yeah, it's the coaching. That's
No, no, I
coaching.
agree with that.
That has nothing to
I'm
do with
saying just
Lamar
based on.
Jackson though.
No, I'm just saying based on the schemes they were running, just nothing changes. But schemes they were running, same coach, the redundancy. I'm saying all year. When Lamar is there, Little Hands Henry don't do nothing. When Lamar's
I see what
gone,
Drew's saying. I
yeah,
see what Drew's
just
saying. Yeah, I see what Drew's saying. Drew's basically saying, just like you posed the question, Twan, is if everything stays in place, Jordan Love, and I don't I think they both still are the same. Honestly, I don't think one does better than the other. I think they're
yeah,
both the same, but I see what Drew's saying because you're going to feature Derrick Henry more. He's more of a threat with Jordan Love, kind of like the Josh
absolutely.
Jacobs situation. Like Josh Jacobs is a great player, but that play action really, really works because Jordan Love ain't Lamar Jackson. He can really hurt
Right.
you with his arm. Lamar can hurt you with his arm, but nobody's scared of the receivers.
Right.
Nobody's scared of the receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not really. And to Drew's point, nobody was scared of Romeo Dobbs. I know who Romeo Dobbs was 2 years ago, but nobody's
Mm-hmm.
scared of Romeo Dobbs. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Because of the consistent play he's gotten at quarterback, he's kind of climbing that ladder now. You looking at him and like, oh, this guy can really play. Like, but I only know who Romeo Dobbs is because he in my division.
Division.
So I know
Yeah.
all those
Right.
guys. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
Christian Watson, all
but
these.
also the Packers said we'll take a bunch of B receivers and give you a bunch of them.
I
And
don't
when
think
you,
they're
you
B though, bro. I
well,
don't think they're B.
but you get that wasn't a disrespect.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
may
I know, I
all not
know.
be a number one, but if you get surround him with, he got some dudes out there. He got some
Yeah.
dudes. He can put 4 legit wide receivers that you got to cover on the field at any given point in time.
I
And
think
I
that's
feel
front
like,
office though. That's I
well,
think
right,
that's planned
exactly.
by
This is
GM.
why I
But
think if you put Lamar Jackson in that offense, I think Jordan Love is fine. I wouldn't get rid of Jordan Love, but I'm just saying, if you put Lamar Jackson with those weapons,
yeah,
bruh,
it's different. It's gonna hit
bruh,
different. It's gonna hit
that's
different.
different, bruh.
Imagine when he get to Minnesota next year with Justin Jefferson and all those guys. Right? It's gonna be crazy.
Right.
It's
And
Speaking
gonna be
into
crazy.
reality, huh?
on that
It's
note,
gonna be
we'll pivot.
crazy.
Speaking into reality. And
We'll
Amen.
pivot.
and this isn't even the topic, but something I was sitting here thinking about what Polo said about I think Polo said it. No, I forgot. But it's about him running or oh no, you said you would not stop him from using his legs. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? So I
No.
was sitting here thinking, I was like, you know, everybody's heard 4 yards in a cloud of dust, right? That's the mindset. 4 yards, you're gonna move the chain, first downs every time. But there's a problem if you have a quarterback who can pull it down and
Yeah,
run 5 yards for a first down.
Yeah.
Like it's rare that your quarterback can pull it down and go 55 yards for a touchdown, which you
right.
have. But you're talking about you have a quarterback where you ask people, all you have to do is run to the first down marker 6 yards. And you have Lamar Jackson. And literally, if he never ran another 30-yard run again, if he never ran 20 yards again, and he just ran for first downs and slid, this man would win MVP every year because that offense would be crazy. They would be in the red zone every drive.
Well, that's why I say that. That's why when you were going back to your question, Drew, when you said it's redundant, no, because a read option with that, those two people in the backfield is stupid ridiculous. And guess what? If you
Mm-hmm.
ran a read option, you don't necessarily have to have 50 great wide receivers because now you run a misdirection and read option. Then the Mark Andrews or Isaiah Likely and whoever it is y'all get at receiver will work. But I don't know. Anyway, I
Cool.
got question. Since we're on the topic, I don't want to talk about him. I was going to talk about Caleb Williams a little bit, but I'd rather talk about.
No, you need to
Don't.
talk about Caleb Williams. You need to put some
Look,
respect on
don't.
that young fella name. You need to put some respect on that young fella's name.
Look at
I'd
me. Don't.
rather actually talk about Trevor Lawrence. So respect to Caleb Williams. No, and that's why I didn't want.
Nah, Trevor
I don't.
lost, man. He lost. He
But that's
lost.
the more interesting conversation is what's going. How many years has Trevor Lawrence been in the league now?
Oh, he's
At
going to get
what
a
point?
pass.
Well,
On,
he's going to get a pass, but that's not the conversations we have on the hot seat. My question, Harold, since you want to chime in, he's been in the league at least 5, right? At least 5. Yeah, you chimed in, so it's this.
That was my answer.
So now his
Tre-
no. He's
Trevor
okay. He's no,
Lawrence.
no. What would you
Trevor
do?
Lawrence will get a pass until Trevor Lawrence doesn't
But
want a
that's not my
pass.
question. If Harold was in charge, would you draft a
Trev,
quarterback? Not to replace him, but would you bring? What would you do at this
well, why would I
particular?
draft a quarterback?
I'm asking you, what would you're the GM? Trevor Lawrence,
If
once
I'm the
again,
GM and I'm not going, if I'm the GM and my plan isn't to get, and this isn't a Trevor Lawrence thing. If I'm the GM and my plan isn't to get rid of the quarterback, I'm not going to put a draft pick on the quarterback. I'm going to go get one in free agency.
I'm with you on that. So then again, It ain't got to be a draft. I'm asking you. You in the offseason. You lost again in the first round. Yeah, y'all played pretty good today, but again, you lost in
Oh,
the
you can
first
always
round.
get somebody to put some pressure on. I
But
mean,
that's my
that's what
question.
it's about.
So I'm asking, are you getting tired of your quarterback? Are you starting to try to look around? What are you doing? That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm asking.
You always bring in competition. I bring in competition. I would.
What is that? All right, let me move to Mark. Mark, Drew, no, Drew. What is that?
Gotcha.
You seem like you want to go ahead. I'm listening.
No,
Because
I think I see.
Harold playing defense. I want
Yeah,
to.
no, I think I see where you're going.
That's not defense.
Yeah, a little bit. It's
That's
little
not
fences.
I'm just
defense.
messing. I'm
Am I?
messing with you. I'm messing.
No, it's little
I'm
fences. It's little
messing.
fences.
Yeah,
It,
Nah, but
like
it did come across a little fancy. It did come across a little
it
fancy.
did. Like, all right. Like, you know, it's funny. Harry didn't
just
say nothing.
ask me. Ask
Harry
ask
didn't say
this
nothing.
question.
I kept trying to ask it in different ways.
Yeah, ask this question. Do you think it's time to get rid of Trevor Lawrence?
I don't
Just
think
Yeah,
it's
ask
you
that.
time.
as the GM, do you think it's
That's
time for
what
him to go?
Yeah, don't ask me about another quarterback. Just ask me about Trevor Lawrence.
That's what he's talking about. He's
I'm
asking you,
asking
Trevor
you.
Lawrence.
Oh,
That's what
oh.
I'm asking you.
Well then,
I,
yeah, Trevor got to go three
I
years
got you,
ago.
Torn. I got you,
I
Torn.
wasn't
Yeah.
impressed with Trevor Lawrence 3 years ago.
Okay.
So now
You
you
got
want to
it,
answer.
Drew.
So now you want to answer. Nah, this is the first year Trevor's done anything since he's been in the NFL. This is the first season. I
Thank you.
I would have got rid of Trevor two
Thank
years
you.
ago. I'll be honest. I'd have
But
got
I
rid of Trevor
asked the
as
question. I didn't say get rid of him. What would you do?
oh, I'd
Well, go ahead,
get
Drew. I'm
rid.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Y'all,
Yeah,
because
You get rid
he
of
got
him?
to go.
nah, yeah, I'd have got rid of his ass 2 years ago. He would have never got to this season. Now, again, they had an incredible season. Trevor Lawrence
But
would have
he
never
did.
got to the
But
season,
he got to this season.
right?
You're here. You're moving the goalposts. You are here. It
Do I keep
happened.
him?
You didn't get rid of him
Look,
2 years ago.
man.
Based on
You
this
are.
season, I
It's
can't.
now
Based on this
January
season,
11th,
no.
2026.
Based on this season, I
Okay,
cannot get rid of Trevor.
that's
No,
why
no,
I
no.
asked the question
That's what I'm saying.
because
Based on this season,
there's
I
a
can't get rid of him based on
yeah.
this season. I have to see what happens next season. Again, they had an incredible season. They were a play away from winning
Okay.
the wild card game. So next year, he did Trevor Lawrence shit he did 2 years ago. Gone.
Okay. All right. What about you, Marcus?
Uh, no, I think he turned the corner this year. I definitely mentioned it last time I was recording. I thought the Jacksonville Jaguars played the best football in the NFL the last 8 weeks of the season
Absolutely.
out of any team. And I think that was a huge part of that was Trevor Lawrence. I think everybody's like, oh, he sucked his first 3 years. Well, the Jags sucked, bro. Like they sucked. They was
He finally
terrible.
got a coach.
They was
That's
terrible, and they got him some real weapons.
and a
Um,
coach.
they got a really good coach who I think look at Trevor
You see
Lawrence
what he
hasn't
had.
had
You see
the
what he had Baker doing last year.
yeah. I don't think Trevor Lawrence. I'm not giving him a pass as Harold would say. What I will say is this: you can't dismiss this year. You can't just
Mm,
dismiss it like it didn't happen because he had a rough go of it his first couple years. Like that's what the league is about. You're supposed to be able to actually develop. And if you don't see the development, then yeah, I'm with y'all. Like you got to go. But bro, like he went from being one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL to literally we got to mention him in top five if we talking about this year. This year,
absolutely.
Trevor Lawrence was a top five quarterback in the NFL. Like, yeah,
I
that's a
think.
big jump. That's a big jump
I
from
think Trevor
bottom
Lawrence.
half to
Okay.
top five.
I
That's a big
think
jump.
I think Trevor Lawrence is the poster child of you can ruin a quarterback with bad coaching. And that's just I think that's the simplest bottom line, example to it. I asked the question really because up until this year, had we asked the question last year, I think your answers might have been a little different. This
Absolutely.
year, I think if you finally see what he's gotten with coaching, and we'll see. But let's flip it back around to Caleb Williams, and so we're gonna allow Marcus to have it. But I want to bring the conversation. I'm always gonna bring a little twist to it. So coming out of the draft, it was Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels. Right before we even got to the, so I'm not gonna ask you to compare the two. But if they had to redraft, I know I know Jayden Daniels had a rough season, but it happens, right? He's still Jayden Daniels, and I think he's gonna bounce back and be just fine. If there was a redraft, do you think it still goes in the order in which it went?
I do.
And that's not a knock to either one. I think both these dudes look like they on the right trajectory. So this is just a. If you had if both teams had the redraft, the Bears had the first pick. I mean, if the Bears had the first pick again. Do you think they switch it, or do you think they stick with Caleb?
I think they stick
Knowing
with
what
I,
they
Caleb.
know now,
I don't know. As of this moment, they just had the game they just had. I'm gonna
I
give
think
him
you stick
credit for
with
everything
Caleb.
he's done.
So,
yeah.
well, let's be
I think
honest.
you stick
Again,
with
I
Caleb.
don't I don't dislike Caleb at all. I mean, I don't think it would switch it. Caleb didn't have a great season. He had some great moments this season, and even the game they won yesterday. Caleb has the worst completion percentage in the NFL out of all quarterbacks. He finds ways to win games, and they have that great defense. I think he's turning the corner. Use Marcus' word on that one. And I think he's improving. I think he's finding himself in the NFL. I do. I think he's finding himself. But by no means is he that quarterback yet. I just think that they have a system. He works well within it. I think he worked the defense. That defense is incredible right now. I think he makes the right plays, but I still think he is a ways away from just being that quarterback, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Damn, Drew, we are really on the wrong page today. Like we are not agreeing on nothing because
I'm gonna
I
be
Think
a
it
think
hundred.
better
Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in the NFC North,
based
without
on
a
Yeah,
doubt.
stats.
possible.
I
Well,
listen. What I watched
that
last
ain't got
night.
nothing to do with Jayden Daniels, though.
No, I, I ain't got nothing to do with that. He had a good
Okay.
run, and a lot of quarterbacks have a good run for a year. You got to do it consistently. Just like if Caleb Williams looks like Daniels did this year, next year, it'll be the same conversation. But going off what I've seen this year from Caleb Williams, you know who has the most comeback wins in the NFL this year?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. You know who has the best passer rating with less than 2 minutes left to go on the clock?
I'm gonna go with
Caleb
Caleb Williams.
Williams.
All
You
right.
know
I'm gonna go with it.
who paints his fingernails and
Caleb
looks
Williams.
soft.
Okay.
But you know what I watched? What I watched him do last night that I was so impressed with. I
I'm
watched
What's
listening.
that?
him. I watched him smoke his wide receivers when that dude ran the wrong route.
I
Not
saw
because
that
he threw an interception, but because
because
you
you know what
cost
he's
us a
supposed to
chance
do.
to score points. And that is the type of leadership you can't coach. You can't coach that
So,
from a guy. And when guys responded, that was Nduze, the rookie, the young boy who ran the
yeah.
wrong route. And he went right back to him the next series. And he made a huge
Definitely
play.
He
Like,
did.
it's just
another
little
guy where
shit like,
coaching.
yeah,
Another guy where coaching
it's
changes
it's
trade.
little stuff like that that I think separates him. And I'm not saying like him and Jaden, he's just so much better than Jaden. I love Jaden Daniels. I think he's great. But it's that little extra. It's that little extra thing like that getting out of trouble and being the throw that nigga made on fourth down last night, though, when he
He's
threw
got
Oh,
that
the
all
throw was
the
shit,
talent.
incredible, and that
bruh,
the throw, and
he
that's
has
why I say
every throw.
He has everything.
I,
His
and
issue was sometimes you're too talented and you rely on your talent a little too much, and you don't
And
pay
I
for
thought
the
he didn't
off.
do that last night. I thought he did it in the
He
first
did
half.
not. He
he
In the
didn't.
didn't.
second
He
half,
set up.
I think Ben Johnson
Hold
calmed him
on,
down and said, "Look, tighten up.
chill
Let's
out.
go. Let's let,
And
let
that
let's run the ball, take the check downs, trust your guys, and we'll come back and win."
and don't
Listen,
misunderstand what I'm saying, Marcus. I'm not. No,
if I'm
I'm not
any
taking nothing
team
away.
in the
I agree with you.
NFC, I don't want to play Chicago in Chicago, bro. You don't want to play them there. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do
So
that.
reset the question. So Drew, you feel different. So again, just to reset the question,
Yep.
if both teams had to do it over again, well, basically Chicago. If
Right.
Chicago had to do it over again, do you think they draft the same guy? And
If
go
you,
ahead, Drew.
if you, to me, if you look at stats up and okay, let's not include this season. If you look at stats up until this season, I'm going Jayden. The last what 2 3 years, Caleb has not been that quarterback. He gets sacked way up until this season. Got sacked way too much, holds the ball way too long. Again, completion percentage
But
lowest in
this
the
is only
NFL.
his second year.
Caleb. Okay, well last year. Well, let's say okay last year up until take this year out of it. Again, they had a good season this year. So last year, you compare it to me, Jayden and Caleb. I'm going Jayden. Jayden had a better season last year. He was out most of this season. So you can't really go off that. Last year, Caleb got sacked 3 4 times a game, threw a pick a game. He held the ball way too long. I get it. They didn't have the defense, and he's still finding himself. But if you're going off just last year, because again, Jada didn't play most of this year, I'm going Jayden just based off of last year. And I hope that makes sense.
Mm.
So what? So since you can't base it off of just last year, and you have to base it on both what both
But
people did. I
then I don't.
understand. Caleb, I mean, Jayden was injured,
Then I don't
but
switch it.
if the
He
answer
already gave his
changes,
answer. He's yeah, I'm about to say he
okay.
gave his answer. He said he wasn't gonna switch it if we
Yeah, I don't
based it
switch it.
off if we was basing it off
Yeah,
of
no,
that.
no.
You got to base it off of what's happened on both sides.
Then I go Caleb.
Harold, would you
Okay.
switch it?
Caleb has a higher trajectory to me.
Go ahead, Harold. I mean, go ahead. Caleb has the higher trajectory to you.
To me,
I agree.
yes.
I agree.
So
I
yeah.
don't know.
So let me tell
I
you,
don't know if I agree. That's
Jaden. Well, Jaden, you love Jaden to death, but I have this gut feeling, and I have this weird, eerie feeling that Jaden might have the RG3 needs right now. So
that's a
I'm gonna go
factor.
Caleb. I'm gonna go Caleb
That's a factor.
Yeah.
because they need to roll with Mariota a little more and not put that young boy out there and let him heal up because that's what messed up
He got the
RG3.
whole off season. Yeah, he got the whole off season here now.
But
So
make sure he's ready because that is what destroyed RG3. I never forget the way that knee went the opposite way. So
yeah, I remember
that's what he has to worry about right now.
that. That's
I
the
think
word.
both of them gonna be good. I think they're gonna be top quarterbacks though, man. That's the thing. They so close that I tell you who ain't in that conversation. Gino.
All right. Before we go on the Raiders rant, before we even
I
get to
tell you
that,
who ain't in that one.
Drew, who you got any bets for the week, man?
We talking long run, or what we talking about? Just
Whatever.
all
Whatever.
right, man. Let me pull up my
Anything you
playoff.
betting on in the football this week or next
But
week?
everybody been letting me
Hey,
down,
Drew
so
gonna
I
lose
just
tonight.
you talking about this
Did you?
game or
Hey,
just
hey, you saw that thing say
Whatever.
you saw
If you ain't got nothing, you ain't
hey,
got
you
nah
nothing.
saw
It's
nah.
man
cool.
of the year
Well,
just now.
I got a
You
1v1.
I'm gonna go next round. Let me go next round.
you saw man of the year.
All right. We'll wait till next week. All right, I got a one. Before we get out of here, I got a 1v1. 1v1. All right. So again,
Well, y'all in trouble. Let me tell you, man.
okay.
No, go ahead, go ahead. I'm just talking to Drew while you getting that question ready.
Okay. All right, 1v1, prime, both people in their prime. Who you got? Jay Rice or Randy Moss?
You
Randy
do some
Moss.
shit like that.
I knew you were gonna say that, Marcus. So I shouldn't even. I tried to
I
find a different person, but it wouldn't work.
I
It
would say the
wasn't.
same.
I got you. I actually say I'm gonna say Randy Moss too, but go ahead. I'm listening. But we're gonna have to have some context behind this, fellas. It's a very short segment, so, but go ahead. Let's go Harold next.
Randy Moss.
All right, so let's do
Oh,
this.
it's unanimous.
Let's
Yeah,
let's 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 change it out. Then let's change it out.
only
Let's change.
because too is when was Rice's prime?
All right,
What I mean
all right.
by that is it was so long that it was so
Well,
widespread that
I just think Randy Moss is a better wide receiver and
I
a
just
better.
think he did stuff that
He
we
just
haven't seen
he just
before
didn't
at
catch
that point.
a lot. Yeah,
He was
Like,
a freak
Yeah.
at the wide receiver position.
yeah,
but
yeah, he was
we're not
literally
gonna
just
waste time on
catching
it.
over
And
people.
I got one more wide receiver 1v1 for we. Let's see if we can get a little bit of conversation behind this one. All right, prime Michael Irvin, prime Terrell Owens, Terrell Owens, however you supposed to say it.
Hmm.
Talent of the person. Again, I understand accolades, and we can enter those if you want to. I'm not going to tell you not to, but we're talking about talent and the ability of the individual, not necessarily the career of the individual. And I'm
I'm
not
going
telling you who to
Terrell.
pick, but just making sure you understand the criteria.
Terrell, how
I'd
you say the
probably take it
nickname?
to you.
Yeah. Just
So, all right,
Yeah,
so
ability.
before we go, Drew, why? Drew, why?
Like they said before,
I'm asking, I'm like, whatever your criteria,
yeah, no.
whatever the reason you chose it,
For
that's
one,
the reason.
he was unguardable for one. What was he, 6'6"? That boy's a freak. At
6'4", 6'3".
hmm
He's not
He was close.
6'6". He's not
Well, hey, they used to
6'6".
lie about it. Close enough. I don't know. He was tall. Either
The
way,
6'3" is not close.
the 6'4"
That's
and
not close.
6'4" and 6'2".
If he was
yeah.
6'6", he'd have
I'm
been a
sorry,
different position.
6'4" and 6'6" is not a big difference. Either way, that nigga tall. But nah, I just he had freak. He had hands.
He
Like he would
wasn't
catch.
6'4". Go
Nigga, he
ahead.
was 6'3". Why are we stuck on 3 inches? You were. I was wrong. I apologize.
Because it's a big 3 inches in
I
football.
apologize.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's twice. That's twice. That's twice. So that's the second one. Um,
Nah, you baited me into that one. You
I
baited me into
did.
it.
He
I
Go
said,
ahead.
did.
Yeah,
You
go
know.
ahead. That's a
You know what's
flag on
funny?
nah,
the.
yeah,
I
it's
thought when I said 3 inches, you would fall for that initially. You didn't fall for it initially. You came back around to it. But nah, it's just anything you threw in his direction, he would catch.
Anyway,
At his size and at that
speaking
speed, like you didn't find receivers back. Well, at that size and that speed with hands like that, he was a freak. And when a nigga cried over his quarterback, I just I respect it. I did.
It was the working out in the driveway for me during the press conference. That was it
6'3",
for me.
6'3",
yeah.
That's
224
The
just for that.
working out with the biker suit on. That did it for me.
All right, go ahead, Marcus.
I take To. I take To. I think I think his upside was a little high. I think Michael Irvin was more of a I think he was a freak during his time. In that sense of the word, but not like To. Like he wasn't bigger than To. He wasn't faster than To. Um, and if we had context to things, man, like that's why I picked
Yeah,
Randy Moss. It wasn't because I don't think Jerry Rice is a great wide receiver. Jerry Rice had Joe Montana and Steve Young throwing him the ball. That doesn't take nothing away from him, but that make a big difference.
yeah,
That makes a
Right.
huge difference.
Big,
So
big difference.
Terrell Owens, when he was making his heyday, bro, Jeff Garcia was throwing him the ball.
yep.
And that's
Ricky
nothing wrong
Watters.
with Jeff Garcia, but again, Jeff Garcia was throwing him the ball. Mike Irvin had Troy
Ricky
Aikman
Waters.
his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
And when he played in Miami, who was the quarterback down there? Wasn't it Kozar?
This
Was it Kozar?
goes on, Birdie. Bro, I got you.
You see what I'm saying? So and
Yeah,
again, just to add context for anybody who want to clip this up and say,
it's
oh,
Birdie.
they don't know nothing. I'm not saying Michael Irvin wasn't great. It's just, you
No,
gotta
I get what you're
pick,
saying.
yeah,
We're
different
not
players
again.
in different
We're not
positions.
talking about ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about career accomplishments. We're talking about
Yeah. Yeah,
individual.
just
So
if
yeah,
I just had to look at those two guys and you say, yeah, you got to pick one, I'm definitely taking Terrell Owens for sure.
yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
It's the size and the speed. Even though he ain't 6'6", it's the
Bow
size
bow,
and the speed because he
bang
Yeah,
bang.
he can
he
run a
was shy.
4.5. He runs a 4.5, and he was 230, 240.
Yeah, he was a
So
big guy.
like he played big guy running a 4.5, 6'3". He was legit tight end size. Honestly speaking, split out wide. So I mean, he was yeah.
And ran every route too.
T.O. especially ran every single route.
Ran
And,
every
and
route.
don't forget, you don't have a Super Bowl ring, but he played in that Super Bowl with a broken leg and, and,
Yeah, that
and,
was
and went
crazy.
in
The amount of
and
drugs that
went
they
in.
gave Terrell Owens, they must have gave Terrell Owens before that game.
Crazy.
I'm
During the
telling you.
game,
I'm telling you, the
during
amount of
with a
drugs that
broken,
he was on during that game,
Oh, that
dog.
should be a
The
fumble.
amount of
he was on
drugs.
a broken fibula, dog.
I
How you have a
broke my
broken
fibula.
fibula?
I broke my fibula, and I'm not no world class athlete, but ain't no damn way he recovered from that shit in 8 weeks to go out there and play football at the highest level in the biggest moment. Ain't
Nah,
no, and then was hooping, balling,
he was hoop. He brought
balling.
in.
It wasn't like he was just out there; like he
Mm-hmm.
was balling, bro.
If Darden didn't have you throw up,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Don't
we
do,
out of here,
don't
man.
do
We've been
McNabb
here.
like that, man. Don't do McNabb like
I
that.
mean, it happens. So I mean, you gotta.
Willie
It's
Beeman,
actually all.
Willie Beeman threw up before the game. You know what I mean? He was still
And then
steaming
he,
Willie
and then he,
Beeman.
and then he, and then Willie Beeman threw a touchdown.
Yeah,
So McNabb
steaming
done that.
Willie Beeman.
Hey,
And listen, on that note, I'll take Willie Beeman over all these guys. So there it is. But
yeah.
anyway, it's been another episode of the Hot Seat. We appreciate if you've been here, if you're still here at this moment, we appreciate you, man. And how they say it, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. We just here having a good
Hey,
time.
pick a
We
new one,
appreciate
man.
it.
I already do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Pick something else.
You're not
Be clever.
everybody does it. You
Be
say that
clever.
you say that like you're the only person that
I
does it.
am. I
He
am.
said, "Be clever."
I put a
Okay,
patent
fine.
into
Subscribe, like, and share.
Oh.
Subscribe, like, and share. Go around. In whatever order you want to do it, there it is. But on that note, we out of here, man. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
Yes,
it.
sir.
Peace.